Hey guys, I'm really excited for this video because this is one that I have been working on a really long time. You remember when I told you guys about the John Frieda lightening spray? I have been using this every time after I shower, and like I said, it lightens your hair. I mean, look at my hair, it's very, very light. And my roots were coming in, and I sprayed it on there and they'd instantly get lighter. I was just like, maybe it will help to get rid of that silver that I had in my hair. Well, let me back up. I tried to bleach my own roots, which is a no-no. I did that and they were fine. I should have just left them the way they were, but I didn't. I used the Ivory Lady toner. I'd actually watched a YouTuber use the Ivory Lady when she bleached her whole hair. And I was like, okay, well, so I followed that video exactly. I left the toner in for not even as long as she said, and it turned my hair gray. Just the parts that I put it in my hair. And I was horrified. There is a video showing my reaction, and I mean, I didn't even use a nice camera because I was just I wanted to get it on there. I was just asking people, what should I do? And like, I had no clue. I thought I would have to re-dye my hair. Of course, when your hair is gray, you freak out. You're like, what am I supposed to do? And I was freaked out too. And I don't know if I'm the only one that had this experience, but if you have had this experience, try these methods that I'm about to tell you, because you can get rid of it. Cousin, who's a hairstylist, said I would probably have to buy a gold color, which cancels out the silver or gray. And I was really freaked out about that because she's like, you have to watch it like a hawk or else it's going to turn gold. And I didn't want gold hair. I liked my platinum color. I just had this thought that maybe if I used this stuff, which lightened up my roots before I had the gray stuff in it, that maybe it would lighten it up. Maybe it would get rid of the gray and the silver. I desperately used everything I could to every single blonde product I could think of that wasn't like color, except for this turns your hair colors, but I didn't bleach it or anything again because they all said it was not a good idea. I just tried every single blonde shampoo, conditioner, purple shampoo. I mean, I didn't use the purple shampoo until later because the purple would kind of make it look even more silver, I think. I just had this thought that I would try this, and so I sprayed it on my roots after every single shower and put the blow dryer on it and all that stuff like you're supposed to. The very first time that I used it, I looked at my hair and it did not look as gray or as silver as it had before. And I was overjoyed. I used a 20 volume developer with the toner because the lady at Sally's had told me to. And that was another big no-no that I had no clue, because I'm not a hairstylist. I have no clue at all. So I was just following what I saw on YouTube, which is not always a good idea. But so I mixed that together, and apparently if you use a 20 volume, it makes it permanent rather than semi-permanent. So I was kind of screwed in that way. I guess by using this and the blonde shampoos and stuff that I used, I got rid of it. I'll show you guys my hair up close. That is my hair. Look how beautifully blonde that is. I will show you a picture when I first got that toner out of my hair and I washed it and it was gray. You will see how silver and kind of like grayish tone it was. It was very freaky for me. I was very freaked out. I just didn't want to let anyone see my hair because I seriously did not know if I'd be able to get back to this color. I used this, I don't know how many times. I'll say 10 plus times. More, definitely more than that, because I've been using for like a month or however long I've had this. It's almost gone. But holy cow, so worth it. And it also took care of my roots, my dark roots that were coming in. I just sprayed it on there, like I said, and they were already getting lighter, and the gray was going away. To use this, I used a clarifying shampoo. That is a very important thing. Once you have the grayish tone from the toner, you need to use a good clarifying shampoo. I guess it helps it fade or gets rid of the color, strips it somehow. I really don't know how, but every single time I took a shower, used clarifying shampoo. I used a good conditioner because I didn't want to make my hair really dry. I of course used my Organics anti-breakage serum that I've shown in so many of my videos. Didn't use any purple based shampoos or conditioners until later when I saw my hair was getting lighter. But the real difference is this, because this is actually, I don't know how they do this, but it's like blonde in a bottle. That's really what it is. Miracle product 10 times over. If I used anything else, it would have been, you know, a deep conditioner. At one point I used, I don't know if any of you guys remember Sunsilk. I don't know if they're still a company, but I used the Sunsilk like highlight activator, I think it's called, something like that. It was in a little tube. It puts actual color in your hair. It deposits the color so that your highlights or whatever seems brighter. So I did that just on my roots sometimes, and that would help too, just until my roots got back to their normal color. I just tried everything I could. The main thing that you need to do is use this every single time after you shower. Spray this wherever you have the gray. I mean, I really hope none of you have to go through what I went through with that, because to girls, our hair is the most important thing. I know that for a fact, because for me, my hair is very important. I try to keep it as healthy and as shiny and as blonde as possible, because that's what I like. And some people don't like blonde, some people do, but it all depends. This is for the blondes that bleach their hair, then use the toner, and it turned gray. On purpose, I bought the toner, the Ivory Lady toner, because the person on YouTube that did the video of bleaching her hair said that one would not turn your hair gray. I don't know in what world that's true, but it does turn your hair gray, because the other thing, I didn't try the other toner, but maybe it would have been a different effect. I don't know, but there's a reason why toners say for professional use only, because that's really what you have to do. Toner is a very scary thing. If you are scared to use toner, do not use it. No matter what, do not. Or have a beautician or somebody do it for you that knows what they're doing, because you can make a big mistake like I did. And if you do end up with that, if you do end up with, you know, yellow roots or whatever, try the purple shampoo. Try the Clairol Shimmer Lights or the generic version. Anything with a purple base that is not going to be permanent, put that in your hair. Let it sit for a while. And your hair may have a purple tint to it, but with the shampoo, it's not permanent. If you use a good clarifying shampoo or even dish soap, like the kind that you use to wash your dishes, and you leave it in there for a few minutes, it will get rid of the purple. That is the safe way to tone it. But if the purple does stay in from the shampoo, then you just use that stuff that I said, the clarifying shampoo or dish soap or both. Or don't leave it in your hair too long though, because it'll get really dry. Make sure you use a very good deep conditioner afterwards. Those are my tips for if your hair turns gray after using a toner, specifically the Ivory Lady toner from Wella. And just try these tips. Let me know if they work for you, because they worked for me, and I feel like hopefully they should work for everyone else that has this problem. I hope nobody else has this problem, but you might. I took pictures of the progressive lightening of my hair, and I will show you guys them at the end of this video so you can see what my roots look like before and then after using this a bunch of times. Overall, it just takes patience and the right products to get rid of that gray. You can do it, because I did. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you have any other requests, anything else, I will share my experiences with you, my hair experiences or my makeup experiences. Don't be afraid to send me a message or leave me a comment and just tell me something to do in a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll have more videos soon.